What's up, y'all? It's Kay. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I speak about authenticity. I speak about personal growth and development, healing, and mental health. So if you're interested in that kind of content, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you ain't new here, then you already know we just about to jump right into it because I don't like making out. Today the topic is toxic relationships. Today I'm going to be addressing what exactly is a toxic relationships, and I'm going to give y'all a few examples of how you know you in a toxic relationship, and this could be platonic or romantic. My own definition of a toxic relationship is being in a relationship where you don't feel heard and validated, where it's not safe for you, you feel mentally, emotionally, physically, or even spiritually abused in any kind of way. You could maybe not even feel aligned with this person. But a lot of times, a lot of us get into toxic relationships because we grow up around toxic relationships, right? We see our mother, our father, our grandparents, our cousins, our siblings. We don't have good relationships with them, but we are taught to still love these people and embrace these people because they are family and they mean something to us. So we carry that on into platonic relationships, romantic relationships, and we validate ourselves and be like, I love them, I've spent a lot of time around this person, I've invested into this person, so it's no way that I can just give up on them. But we're gonna put a stop to that shit. The number one way that you can tell if you want a toxic relationship or not is if you feel judged or misunderstood, or you are being judged and you are being misunderstood, right? People who judge other people do that to cover up how they feel about themselves. They don't like the fact that maybe you are being open about something that they judge themselves for, or they just don't want you to feel validated. But the number one reason for judgment is because they feel insecure about something within themselves. And anybody who projects how they feel onto you is not good for you. A person who tends to misunderstand and misinterpret everything that you do without asking questions or, following up with you behind the action is not a person that wants to see the good in you. To be honest, they were looking for something from the get-go and they finally found something to judge you and misunderstand you by. I'm gonna tell y'all, somebody who is invested in you, who really cares about you or whatever the case may be, the last thing they're gonna do is want to make you feel inadequate. They're not gonna go out their way to make you feel judged or make you feel like you're out of place in any kind of way, because they care about your well-being, which means they care about your mental health. And anybody who projects how they feel onto another person has a lot of unhealed wounds within themselves, so they cannot give you something because they don't have it themselves. They're not gonna be. They should probably judge themselves as well. So they're gonna judge you off the bat, and that's what makes the relationship unhealthy, because you cannot thrive in it. Number two is gaslighting or manipulation. People gaslight and manipulate other people to avoid accountability. These are people who feel like they don't do any wrong, and they usually try to make another person a scapegoat. They want to blame the other person for their actions without actually looking in the mirror and saying, well, damn, I did this. It's because they don't have the capacity to do that. To take the attention off of themselves, they put the attention on you. And it's like a blame game. It's the flip switch. It's crazy because it's so easy for the person who is being blamed for the situation to start to feel guilty, because that's the whole plot of what they're trying to do, is to make you feel guilty. So I'm gonna give y'all an example. Say, for example, you're in a relationship, your partner, they leave for 5 to 7 hours, don't tell you anything, they come back, everything is all gushy good, now they're okay. And you confront them, you like, hey, you was gone for a very long time, like, where were you? You didn't call me, you didn't let me know where you were going. And they say some shit like this: damn, is you my mama? Like, do I have to let you know my every move? It seemed like you breathing out down my neck. Whole time they know all they had to do was make one little phone call and let you know what was going on. But instead they became defensive to make you feel like you did something wrong. And the whole time you were just worried about their well-being. It's gaslighting. It's manipulating. Number 3, y'all, is criticizing. Now, it's constructive criticism and it's destructive criticism. And destructive criticism is what I'm talking about right now. Now, in relationships and friendships, in your jobs, sometimes you're going to be wrong in situations, But how a person responds to you being wrong tells you everything that you need to know about how they feel about you, especially if it's just a mistake and they try to make you feel bad for making a mistake and just start talking about you and just be like, damn, like, can you ever get anything right? Do you have to do that? Like, dang, you getting on my nerves. Things like that, like you just working a last fucking nerve. That is a clear sign that a person does not want you around, and it's unhealthy for you because you don't have the space to communicate how you really feel because they're too busy criticizing you for the actions that you take instead of understanding your actions and correcting you in a manner where it's not making you feel bad. People who do this, they don't create a safe space for their partner or their friend or their employees to express their concerns or even just express who they are. You know, it really just makes you want to like back up into a corner because it's like, it's everything that I do. I can never do anything right. And that makes you feel like you're not good enough for that person. These are all things that are normalized in relationships. And I see it every day. And I see a lot of people that make excuses for the people in their life who do all of these things to them. And y'all, I'm here to tell y'all, it's not normal. It's not normal for you to not feel safe in your relationship. It's not normal for you to not feel like you can express yourself in your friendship or at your job or express your concerns. You don't have to put yourself in a box to make somebody else feel comfortable. You shouldn't feel like you being judged and criticized for everything that you do. You shouldn't feel like people don't want to hear you out. That is toxic. I hope that y'all enjoyed this video. My next video, which will be uploaded sometime next week, it's going to be about how you can remove yourself from these toxic relationships, how you can address these issues in your relationships. And I hope that it's helpful for y'all. I hope that these tips that I gave y'all was helpful as well. And if y'all have any concerns or suggestions, make sure y'all drop them in the comments below. I appreciate y'all for watching.